What's happening, man? James Vergato, once again of God Love a Genius. Oh man, the talk of the town right now is that boy Sean Combs, that boy Diddy. Oh man, I gotta be careful what I say about Diddy, man, because you know, I might get big in the industry, and then I don't want to end up like how they did big in the industry. That was crazy. That's a bar. But so allegedly, man, academics, man, been on a streak with dropping news, about Diddy and this lawsuits and all these different, rumors. But the whole thing with him and Meek Mill, man, is just crazy. They've been lighting them boys up on the internet, man. The thing about Diddy, man, anybody that can walk around with a toothpick with no food is a menace. I'm just saying. You can walk around, man, with a toothpick in your mouth. You ain't never choked and you ain't never had no food in sight. That tell me everything I need to know about you. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be some gangster about you to be that bold. With that being said, man, growing up, man, I always had like these different suspicious like thoughts about Diddy, man. I always thought he had, I don't know, man. I was just like, I don't know about Diddy, man. From a talent standpoint and as a businessman, I don't even think it's debatable. You know what I'm saying? He's good at what he do. He know how to make things hot. But just as a person, man, I always got that vibe, man. I wish I had been making YouTube videos back in the day when I was younger, because it's easy to say stuff now when everybody got something on a person and everybody kicking them down. And this is not the point of this video for me to like kick Diddy or nothing like that, because I just think it's just wild some of the things that's being chosen as accusations, in regards to his name. Right. The music industry has always been a corrupt environment. It's always been a corrupt place. I mean, so many greats have died and been killed at the highest of the heights and up and coming. We've lost so many great icons in the music industry, man. And then there's so much mystery, so much conspiracy involving our artists. I mean, think about it, man. We lost Michael Jackson and Prince. That's like the alpha and the omega. You know what I'm saying? Like, we lost Biggie and Pop. Indeed, like it just don't make sense. It's like the music industry is very, very, very evil. All these different stories you hear, man, ain't nobody gonna keep saying the same thing if it ain't some truth to it. And where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's a lot of people that done got burned. I mean, I don't know what's true or what's false involving Diddy, but it's like, can't nobody keep saying all this about you if it ain't some type of truth to it. And more people are concerned about him being a homosexual, and they forgetting the fact that this man is a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this man got bodies on him, allegedly. Like, you got former security guards doing interviews. You got former people from the label. You know, having all these wild stories and converting. Like, dude, like a lot of people that was signed to Diddy end up going religious. Like, what are they seeing, or what is happening that's making them do a complete 360? They literally go from a bad boy to a Christian boy or a Muslim boy. The list goes on. So it's like the music industry, the veil has been lifted very high, and we are seeing that there are indeed superheroes and there are some villains and some big time monsters that run this industry. And people felt like R. Kelly is a monster. They got him. And you even got people that say the same thing about Michael Jackson. Some people believe he touched the kids or whatever. And well, Mike, excuse me, Mike, went to trial and went to jail and all that type of stuff, and even got had an overdose, and people were saying like that was a hit. So I'm just wondering, man, like, what's the legacy of P. Diddy now? Like, what will be his final ending? I don't think, man, in the music industry, a lot of people have great endings because so many of the greats either they get killed, or they die tragically, like Aaliyah died in the plane, or their reputation gets tarnished so bad that they kill the name of the artist, So it's like, how does how does the greatest of whatever field or genre they in, like, how do they end, especially in hip hop? Like, how does it end for Diddy? You know, like, is Diddy about to go to jail? Is Diddy about to lose the entire empire that he built? Like, what's about to happen with Diddy, man? Because it's just looking like they trying to take him out, and it's just like, it ain't no real superheroes that have happy endings in the music industry, and that's what has me so captivated by the story, because I'm like, dang, man. Uh, and credit to Kendrick Lamar, man, for the To Pimp a Butterfly record, because Mortal Man is one of my favorite records by Kendrick Lamar. And when he said, "When shit hit the fan, are you still a fan?" and he was just talking about how all the big stars and all the big public figures, man, that record was about, like, at some point they go through something like this, and it's gonna be a test to see, speaking to the fans or the listeners, like, are you still gonna be a fan when shit hit the fan? And it's like, right now, everybody got a story about Diddy. You got the security guards doing press runs. You got former artists, write books or doing these exclusive interviews. So it's like, um, if you knew all of this when it went down and you didn't say nothing, now it's real convenient to say, like, oh yeah, man, he shot her in the face, or hey, he spiked her drink, or hey, he kidnapped, this man nephew and shot him, because he ain't signed a deal. Like, everybody got a story, man. And now I'm just really wondering, man, like, how does it end for Diddy, man? Like, the big time mogul, entertainer, songwriter, producer, now, ever since the Cassie lawsuit went down, everybody coming for Diddy. And that's just the part that's intriguing me, man, because I wondered the same thing about Jay-Z. I'm like, is this gonna ever happen to Hove? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, when you at the very top, man, everybody says you had to do some dirt, and it's like, at some point, man, it all comes back around. And I just wonder, like, who's gonna be able to survive and be able to ride out to the sunset, with the riches, who's gonna make it out? Because it don't seem like it happens in the music industry, and it seems to be Diddy is another victim. I mean, he had one hell of a run, but it's looking like it might be over. But he might beat it. Time will tell what's to come. So, man, y'all let me know, man. Y'all comment, and let's see, what everybody else think about it, man. That's just my take, man. If you made it this far to the video, man, I want to say thank you for watching, man. Please subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. Do me a favor and hit the notification bell so you can stay tuned in to the content, man. And make sure you stream James Vergato music on all streaming platforms. I am James Vergato, and as always, be God Level. The genius is in you.